Once upon a time, a brother and sister got lost in the Granite Falls forest whilst looking for firewood.
Face it, Gretel, we're lost. We're in the middle of this godforsaken forest with no food.
Well, why don't we split up then?
Yeah, great idea. You know what? Wait for me.
Ugh, Hansel's right. I'm so hungry. We need to find some bugs.
Oh. It's open. Gotcha.
Hansel, come here! Look what I found! Wow, what is this, like a rabbit hole of some kind? Oh my gosh, it looks really deep.
Hello!
Wow, this place is absolutely beautiful. Way better than the stories depicted it.
What story, Gretel?
Well, legend has it that a witch lives deep down in this forest, in a cottage filled with food. And if you find it, you're not supposed to eat anything that you see because she'll know and she'll get you. So, if you see a cottage filled with candy, don't you dare ever pick up any of the food.
To Hansel and Gretel's own surprise, they found the forest from the legend.
Wow, the legend is true?
Gretel, look! There's cupcakes in these trees.
Oh my word.
Gretel, just look at all of this food. I mean, we're so hungry. Would the owner...
No, we're not supposed to eat any of the food. That is what the legend says. We're not supposed to pick it up. Don't even think about it.
Well, what about this then? You go look for the owners, and I'll just take a little look around and see what we can find. And if they say it's okay, then we just have ourselves a little feast.
Well, I guess we could go ask and see if it's okay. Let me go look for the owners. You stay here.
You got it, Gretel. I'm not going anywhere. You go ahead and I'll just, I'll take a little bit of a look around. Sucker.
Ooh. Ooh. I've been waiting for you. I'm so thirsty. Time to take a little bit of a nap. Excellent. Now where's that boy?
What it do, boos? Welcome back to my channel for another episode of Let's Play The Sims 4 History Legacy. And guys, ya bish is back. Yup, Eve. She's back and she's got a taste for blood. I mean, this woman just now got freed from her prison, and what does she do as soon as she gets freed from prison? Sets up another one for other people. Yup, that's right. So these two, Hansel and Gretel, which I'm sure you figured out by now from the machinima, they are imprisoned. And yeah, so they are now Eve's prisoner. We have another mystery person right here. Actually, it's not much of a mystery. This is actually Snow White. She is pretty much of a prisoner as the other two are, but she has a little bit more of privileges to kind of go out and do household chores and things like that. She is going to be keeping these two hostage until he grows up, which shouldn't be too long because she just went ahead and made him a cake. So what Eve is gonna do is, I'm gonna have to put birthday candles on these guys, but oh, can I? Oh, why not? Must be at the center of a table or a counter. Is it not? Though, like, how is it not? Okay, there we go. So why don't we go ahead and add some birthday candles? she's just gonna tell him, you know, this is just a nice little treat. This is your dinner. Because he is still, I think he's still a little hungry. Oh no, he's just really, really tired. I don't think I actually have autonomous on. So maybe we can go ahead and put some autonomous on. Gameplay autonomy full. Because, you know, it's not very fun to have to be in control of every single person all the time. Guys, I feel like it has been so long since I've actually recorded a Let's Play. Like, I honestly, like, I don't know what has taken me so freaking long. I don't know. I've just been kind of out of it this week. I've been really, really tired for no good reason all week. So it feels good to be back. It really does. What does she want to do now that I freaking, okay, no, you're not going to stargaze because I'm pretty sure that it's actually raining outside. Yeah, because if it wasn't raining outside, I would have Snow White over here go fishing for us for some supper or something, but it's actually 3 in the morning, so we probably won't do that. We don't have a table for him to like sit down and eat, but we're just gonna call him over. I have to unlock him actually because she went ahead and locked this for everybody, so let's vampirically grant access to, I don't want it to be for everyone because like we're not on a home lot right now. We're actually in the hermit property at Granite Falls. So if you didn't know, the hermit property is like it's like a property within a property. Like it's it's hard to explain, but we're pretty much in the middle of nowhere right now. And this is definitely not anyone's home. It's not even Eve's real home. Like this was all a freaking lure to get mainly children lured to basically their dooms. So I guess I'm just gonna have him teleport out here because she wants him to come over here and have a little piece of cake. Now, you might be wondering, like, why does she care that he actually has some cake? Well, that's a good question, guys. So she wants him to actually become a teenager so that she can turn these guys into vampires. Yeah, she's trying to start a new, like, clan. So she's gonna tell him, here, come taste the frosting over here. So we're gonna go over here. Oh, or I guess she's just gonna leave. Okay. But he's gonna come over here and taste the frosting. Just taste some frosting and see what happens. He's still kind of hungry. He's really, really tired right now, which is why he has these huge bags over his eyes. But yeah, so now he's about to turn into a teenager, I think. I'm not sure. He ended up blowing out the candles anyways. Okay, Hansel. So he aged up. The main purpose of this was that so she could turn him into a vampire because she wants to take over the vampires in the Forgotten Hollow. I don't know if you guys remember, you should remember where she came from. Her grandson, Hades, actually overthrew her and stashed her in the Forgotten Grotto and cast a spell so that she couldn't leave. And then another witch came along and broke the spell. So now she's free and she's just trying to build up her army to take down the other vampires. So that's why she kind of lives in the middle of nowhere. First of all, to hide from the vampires. She doesn't want them to know that she's actually back. And also because she wants to lure some people while she's here to make a new army. So that is basically the whole reason that we're here. So Hansel just aged up. I'm not sure what we want to do for him. Maybe be popular? I'm not sure. Hansel, he was kind of a brat when he was little, wasn't he? So maybe deviance. He might actually make a very good vampire. So public enemy or chief of mischief. Let's make him a public enemy. He's already a glutton because that was established when he tricked his sister into going to find the owner when all he wanted to do was just be left alone so he could eat all of the food that he wanted. So glutton is pretty dang good for him. Let's go ahead and actually, we don't want him to have all negative traits, do we? Let's give him one positive trait because I swear, like, public enemy and glutton, those are such bad traits. Let's just do romantic. Like, he really wants to find his soul vampire, you know what I mean? So yeah, let's go ahead and age him up. Let's see what he looks like. He actually doesn't look too shabby if I do say so myself. Just got to give him a little bit of a makeover, and I guess we'll just kind of do that right now because I can't stand to have people not match the times. So let's hop into Create a Sim and give little Hansel a makeover. So now that we've got him all dressed up and ready to go, I guess we can go ahead and have Eve start turning them. So is Gretel done taking her nap now? She is like completely exhausted from when we basically drained her of blood. I think it actually should give her a buff. I'm not sure actually. I don't know. Illuminated by stars? I guess not. But there was supposed to be like, she actually sucked the life out of her. So she has like no memory of what happened. Apparently that's kind of what's like, I'll show you with him actually. So vampire. She actually, oh, by the way, she actually became, let me show you this first. She actually ended up becoming a Grand Master while she was in the Forgotten Grotto or something like that. I don't remember, but I don't remember what it's called. I think it's the Forgotten Grotto where Hades had her hold up. So this is her new vampire skill map thing. She is now a Grand Master and she has a few new abilities. So these are basically what her powers are going to be pretty much for the rest of her natural born life, unless she gets some more perk points and ends up grabbing some more skills. But with those, you actually end up having to grab some more weaknesses as well. So I don't think she wants to actually gain any more powers. I think she's pretty good where she's at. So with like the highest skill power that she has is complete resistance to the sun. I had a mod that was working pretty well up until about a couple months ago that actually just made it so vampires wouldn't burn up in the sun anyways, but I think the mod broke or something, or just like I don't know, it wasn't up to date. So I ended up having to kind of compromise and end up making it one of her actual powers, which is fine too. I mean, it gets the job done. We'll just say that the ring is still the cause of her power of being able to resist the sun. So perfect sun resistance is what it is called, and it's to become completely immune to the sun. The sun's rays are a disastrous downside of the vampiric path. No longer with the perfect sun resistance, Eve can completely ignore the sun's destructive rays. They will wash over her skin harmlessly as she becomes a daywalker. So she has actually, that whole skill is up to the highest that it can be. She also can mesmerize Sims when a prey is moving too quickly or just won't stop talking, or Eve simply wants to force a Sim into a catatonic state. She simply needs to mesmerize. And then she can put another Sim to sleep, which she pretty much did to Gretel just a few moments ago. What if Eve could command others to sleep at will? Her will, that is. Irresistible slumber will drop them to the floor with nothing but Z's snoring to show for it. Manipulate life spirit. She can gain the power to drain the life spirit from other Sims or restore life spirit from those who have been drained. Unlocks true power over life itself. Drains life spirit from other Sims, making them highly susceptible to adverse vampiric powers. Enables Eve to protect the one she loves or simply refresh her prey using restore life spirit. She also has the command power. When life's pesky errands must be run, spare Eve's cuticles and soft ancient hands and have her command others to perform cleaning, repairing, and other joyful household tasks instead. She, of course, is immune to garlic. This girl is unstoppable. If she wants to come for you, you better hope that you are a witch with powers of your own, and even then, girl, she is gonna get you. Because she, like, there are hardly any weaknesses. Like, what kind of bogus weaknesses are these? Like, honestly, she gets sad from time to time. She has insatiable thirst, so that just means that she preys on you more. She sleeps in a coffin, which is fine, and she has a withered stomach, which makes her vomit while eating human food. So basically, she's just gonna drink a lot of your blood. She might feel sad about it from time to time, but she gonna drink that blood. Like, she does not care. Vampire creation, of course. She can fly as a bat. She can cast hallucinations, and she is eternally welcome. So she can just walk up into your house without you even inviting her, like you have to do with most vampire Sims. So this girl will get you if she wants you. Like, and she wants Hansel and Gretel. Like, I mean, not many Sims come down this path. So when they do, she's got to snatch them up real fast. So, yeah, we have Hansel and Gretel, and then we have Snow White, who went back to sleep. Okay, so let's just start with Hansel since he's out first. So let's go ahead and go to vampire, and we are going to turn him into a vampire. This is what we want. We want to start our little army, and we're gonna do it. So after we're done with Hansel, we'll send him back in, and then go ahead and do the same thing with Gretel. We have not turned Snow White yet because because we want to just kind of use her. She can't go out into the sunlight. Like, these guys will have to be in the cellar for a while. Okay, is she done yet? I don't know if she's done. I think he has to drink from her. Yeah. So she's gonna make him drink from her and then send him back into the cellar and then I think she might actually just go in. Okay, so he is now going to be turning into a vampire. You'd think that she would learn her lesson because she turned Hades into a vampire and he completely just overthrew her. I don't know how he did that. Like, he had to literally just trick this woman so hardcore. So yeah, so we're gonna send him off to bed. Let's teleport him again just so we don't have to worry about it too much. He can just go to sleep for now. Sleep, 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 and then we're gonna wake up Gretel and go ahead and turn her. So wake her up. I don't know, can Eve go through these doors? I think she can go through the doors because she's the vampire. Oh yeah, she can just travel as a bat. What am I talking about? All right, so she's gonna wake her up and we are gonna get going. She is so terrified of Eve. The only reason she was even sleeping was just because she was passed out because she has been, we can't turn her into a vampire anymore because she was drank from recently. Of course. All right, well, we're just gonna have her go back to bed then. We'll turn her later. So I guess we can go ahead and put this cake up in the top of the cottage just in case any more chickadees come running around here looking for some food. So actually, that's a perfect spot right there. Absolutely perfect. Great. So if anyone else comes over here, we'll have one more cake to kind of trick them with. It is really late right now. Her energy is actually kind of halfway low, so we're gonna have her just go ahead and hibernate, and I guess we'll kind of pick back up when things start speeding back up. But for now, I think we're just gonna have everyone just kind of go to sleep and pick back up in the morning. Snow White is actually awake. It's almost 6 a.m. I think I'm actually gonna have her come on out and we'll just have her make some breakfast. She's actually really hungry. I think I might need to add a table or something down here so that they can actually eat, because the only table we have is literally just kind of like, it's just got a lot of sweets on it. It's completely covered from end to end. So we need to have like a more practical table just for them to eat. So let me go ahead and do that. I think I have to bb.enable free build like that. Yep. Okay, so let's go ahead and just place a table real quick. Just say that Eve just kind of whipped one up with her magical powers, and I'm just gonna have her cook some breakfast, and then after that, actually, I want to place a fireplace as well, or not a fireplace, but we should have a fireplace. I don't know why we don't have a fireplace. I mean, I guess this is kind of a fireplace, but it's an oven. Anyways, so yeah, let's just place a table, and then I'm gonna have her go fishing. We'll place a dining barrel table over here. I can't wait to use this. Like, I honestly, I couldn't wait for the medieval era, and now that like I've been playing Red Dead for like the past forever, I can't wait for Wild West. This is a weird table. This is like a 6-seater table. I think we have enough room for this. Let me try and see if we can squeeze it like a little further away from like the actual cooking area. We should be fine right there. Okay, let's have Snow White go ahead and, we have to actually teleport her because she's locked in. Okay, so let's have her go ahead and cook something. Her cooking is at level 1 right now, so we can't really make many things. Let's just do a fruit salad. That's pretty much my go-to for the history challenge because it's just really easy to just whip up a bunch of fruits. I love how she has a bunch of vegetables on. There is not one fruit except maybe the tomatoes. And then she starts cutting up apples. Like, how did that even happen? Oh my god, don't hurt yourself. And then after she makes her breakfast and kind of goes out, we'll help her social out a little bit too. She's really lonely, you guys. Like, honestly, this woman is so sad. She's not actually even a woman. I think she's a teenager. Yeah. So everybody except for Eve in here is a teenager. She is the only one who Eve doesn't really want to turn quite yet. She is still kind of on the fence about it. She's just kind of having Snow White serve as like a maid right now, just kind of cleaning up and, helping out with food and stuff like that. So she really wants Snow White to go out and catch some dinner for everybody. Not Eve, of course. She doesn't need to live off of human food, but she wants Snow to be in charge of feeding these two while they're in their transformation process. So that's what she's gonna do. Not because she wants to, but because Eve actually caught her in almost the same way. She actually was just a poor girl. She was just a runaway. She was just a peasant. I know in the fairy tale, she's actually a princess who runs away from her evil stepmother and everything like that. But in my version, she was just, hey, put that away. We'll just put this in the fridge. Oh, we can't? Why can't we? Can we have her put it away? Put away. I don't know why I can't do it, but all right. So yeah, she was just a poor peasant girl. She ran away from home, ended up here, and was tricked just the same way that Hansel and Gretel were. So, oh, it's thunderstorming. Of course it's thunderstorming. Why wouldn't it be? I think we might need to have Eve go ahead and cast a spell. And by cast a spell, I mean work the weather machine. But I'm going to have Eve I'm going to say that Eve invented the weather machine, okay? Eve has invented many things. So we'll just spread this out just a little bit more so we have a little bit more room. And then Dr. June's weather machine. We can't do it. I still need a little bit more room. I might just have it be an extension off of Eve's room then. Okay, so we're just gonna have Eve go ahead and crank this machine up. Try and make it not as rainy. She wants Snow White to go out and start fishing and everything anyways, so this is definitely something that she would do because it has her own selfish interests in it anyways. So there she goes, waking up. Let's go ahead and do some clear skies. See if we can actually get that going. Sometimes it just straight up electrocutes them, which is not cool. All right, let's see what happens. Dr. Eve. This is so futuristic and definitely not what we would have in the medieval times. But again, this is a witch. She can just kind of create anything and make anything in her imagination possible. So I'm not gonna stress about it too much, but hopefully it should work because she's not directly in the rain. But sometimes when you are inside and do this machine, even if you're inside and it's raining, you could get electrocuted. So I'm really not trying to let that happen. All right, Eve. Okay. Did it work? She didn't get electrocuted, so that's a good sign. Did anything happen? The weather controller has successfully changed the weather to be clear skies. Awesome! It worked on the first try? Wow, I can't believe it. All right, rain, go away. Go away. Come on, go away. Boy, oh, come on. Why isn't it working? Oh, it's happening. It's happening. It's happening. Oh, it happened. Oh, that's amazing. Okay. I love how Snow White is actually already back to sleep. Oh, she's sleeping on one of the futon crouton things. So, girl, get up. Get up. So we're just gonna have her go fishing. I don't know. I want her to go ahead and collect some fish, roonies. So actually, this is the most beautiful fishing spot. I think this is literally one of the most beautiful fishing spots in The Sims 4 currently. I mean, I know that they're probably gonna be coming out with even more incredible fishing spots in the next expansion pack because it has been speculated that we're actually getting a tropical pack, which is amazing. I am so excited. I really, really hope that it is a tropical pack because if it is, and we get mermaids, girl, I will be the happiest mofo in the history of happy mofos. Like, you don't even understand. You don't even understand. Like, I will be so freaking happy. Like, I will finally be able to play with mermaids without having to use mods. And like, if we get mermaids, then what are the chances, you guys, that we will be able to swim in the ocean as a normal sim as well? I hope that it wouldn't be that only that world either. Like, I hope that it would be all worlds too. Like, right here, right now, I would hope that in that scenario, after an update or something, we would be able to swim in this pond even. Like, honestly, like, I really want that to happen. I don't know why it isn't a thing, to be completely honest. I don't know. It's stupid. I really wish that we could swim. And I thought there was a mod coming out that like allowed Sims to swim, but for some reason it didn't come out, or like maybe it did and I'm just like totally not in the loop. But anyways, we are back with Gretel. Oh, okay. So 2 days. I think we're gonna get rid of that and we're just gonna let Eve go ahead and we're gonna have her turn her into a vampire. So after she turns them, we'll pass the food over to them in the dungeon. So I guess we'll just put the food in Eve's inventory right now. Turn into Vampy Wampy. Oh, she's already in here? Okay, I didn't even see that. What are you doing? Yeah, get back in there. Girl, you have a mission. What are you doing? Stop it. Let's try this again. Turn her into a vampire. Oh, okay, here we go. Here we go. It's happening now. It's happening now. So Gretel's like, no, I just got fed from already. So these two are going to be vampires in a few days' time. That's incredible. So we're going to let her feed from her, and then I'm going to have Eve, go ahead and gift them some food. So, friendly, give gift. Friendly gift, just give her some fruit salad. All right, that keeps getting crossed out. I'm not sure why, but fine. I'll just have her put this down on the ground then. Can we? No? Okay, there we go. All right, there you go. Your food's on the ground. If you want it, take it. Like, honestly, she got so mad because Gretel didn't want to accept her gift and it was just food. Like, just, you need food. Grab a serving and then we'll have Hansel grab a serving as well. There we go. So Snow White is fishing, minding her own business when all of a sudden this dude starts coming out of the bushwork. And apparently this is who? This is Henry Thomas. Apparently this is actually his fishing spot. So for him to see some random girl out here, he's a young adult too. I should probably actually change that. Okay, he's a teenager now. I don't know why I made him a young adult because actually these two are gonna have a little bit of a flirtation. So I'm gonna have him come over here and I don't know, get to know her. Be like, yo, this is my fishing. Look at him. He's like, come on, this is my fishing spot. This random like happy do girl is over here in it. Hi, hello. I am here to fish and I don't appreciate you being in my spot, young lady. And she's just over here. She doesn't even care. She doesn't even hear him really. Okay, why don't we have her go over here and let's go ahead and get to know him. Be like, oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize this was your fishing spot. I kind of had to do this. It wasn't really my fault. Like, not outright telling him that it wasn't her fault, but just being like, you know, I'm sorry. And she's actually feeling very flirty out of nowhere. I'm not really sure why. Romantic Sims have a tough time hiding their flirty side. So, okay. He's like, oh, well, I didn't realize how absolutely gorgeous she was. Let's have him drink birth control. Oh no, this is her. Okay, that's why I was like, what? Let's be flirty to her then. I don't know. We don't know each other very well, but maybe if we like offer her a rose, I wonder if she would accept it. Maybe she probably wouldn't because we don't really know each other that well at all. So if we offer her a rose, I'm not sure. Oh my god, she actually did accept it. Wow. Oh, she is definitely feeling very flirty. That is probably why. They already have a romantic bar, you guys. That is insane. So he's like, so what are you doing out here all by yourself fishing in this beautiful little spot? And she's like, well, you know, I'm kind of forced to. I have, you know, kind of a master. Like, I'm a maid. He's like, oh, that's nice. Let me just, you know, smack this insect off of me. She's like, you know, I'm kind of a maid to an evil woman. What is this? What the hell are you? Branson Pittman. What kind of sorcery is this? Hooves and no body. And he's got like chains and shackles on him. I'm so confused. I'm just gonna, you know, just point away from that. We don't need to know. What are you guys gonna do? Did she catch any fish? I don't think she actually did. Oh, she caught a gummy guppy. I don't think that's quite good enough for food. I think you should actually probably keep going. But I think she's just gonna follow him. She has no interest in fishing anymore. Her only interest consists of getting to know Henry a little bit better, which I think you should be a little careful of because Eve is just over there. If she finds out that you are canoodling with this random person, she's not going to be too happy about it. So I want her to come over here and maybe to give a sexy pose. Oh my gosh. Let's get to know him a little bit better, actually. Before we go any further with this guy, I just want to know, you know, just tell me one thing about you. Just so I know, you know? So I know, you know? Apparently I can't get to know him. I'm confused. Then we can discuss interests instead of getting to know him, I suppose. So come sit down, try and get to know him a little bit, see what he is all about, what makes you tick, anything to really like take her mind off what is going on inside this cottage. I don't think, maybe she's not actually too interested in getting to know him. Maybe she just wants to flirt her little head off and forget all about Eve, which is on her mind. Oh, get to know Eve? Really? You want to get to know Eve? I feel like she would be the exact opposite of that. Like she would be like, no, get me away from Eve, you know what I mean? Oh, she got up and sat down right next to him. Oh, I love that. I suppose we get to know him by having all of these conversations. So she found out that he's actually a farmer. So him and his family live actually in Granite Falls and they own a little bit of a plot of land. So he comes out here to fish a little bit sometimes and, you know, put a little bit of food on the table. Let's gossip with him him, let him know what's going on with us and how we ended up in Eve's grasp. You know, like being a farmer would actually be really cool to her. Like she actually finds that being, like it's just kind of a sense of freedom. They live off the land and they live on their own. Like they have their own thing going for them. So she finds that actually very enticing. She actually just became good friends with him already. That is insane. You know, she's like, you're as charming as a prince. Do you know that? And he's like, well, just call me Prince Charming then, baby. Oh my gosh, we can already have our first kiss. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. I mean, she is feeling really rebellious right now. Snow White who? Like, she is not innocent, girls. She is not innocent at all. Let's have this dang first kiss. Oh, this is such a beautiful spot. Oh wait, hold on. I gotta get a good shot. And boom! Let me know if you want to see a video of all of my screenshots because I have so many and some of them are kind of funny and I feel like that would make kind of a nice video. I see a lot of YouTubers doing that lately where they just kind of show you all their screenshots. So they just had their first kiss and little do they know Eve just saw the whole thing. So I'm gonna have him kind of go do his own thing. So we'll send him home. Eve's like, you think I didn't see you canoodling with that random boy over by the river while you were supposed to be fishing for these kids? How dare you? How do you think that you are worth being a vampire now? There is no way that I trust you when you're out telling all of our secrets when you know that I'm hiding right now. So no way are you becoming a vampire. In fact, we're gonna go ahead and do an irresistible slumber spell on Snow White. I'm sorry, if you really think that you can disrespect me like that, maybe you just aren't worthy of being awake. So here we go. Oh my god, forget the poison apple, you guys. It's just a vampire putting a mesmerizing spell on Snow White, and just like clockwork, as if the heavens themselves are crying because Snow White got infected, it is raining all of a sudden. And you know what? Eve isn't gonna change the weather this time. She's just gonna leave Snow White in the rain all by herself. She is dazed, irresistible slumber. How long does this last? Oh my gosh. Oh my god, poor Snow White. She's like face down, ass up too. Lord, how much more could you humiliate another person? Oh my gosh, and Eve is just so happy. She doesn't even care. So we're gonna go back down and I wonder if we can feed off of one of these guys. So we're gonna go ahead and compel Gretel for a deep drink. Just kind of leave Snow White to her little slumber here. So little do either of them know, Henry actually never left. He's actually been checking out this place. Oh my god, please don't get struck by lightning, man. Please don't get struck by lightning. But come over here. Is there anything that we can do for her? He's gonna try and talk to her, try and snap her out of it because he saw that whole thing go down and wasn't too impressed, folks. Was not too impressed at all. How could somebody do this to another person and leave her out in the cold, wet rain? Like, why would you do that to another human being? But little does he know, Eve is not a human being. He's gonna help her out a little bit. I think he's gonna carry her over to his farm. Before I end this episode, I just wanted to show you where he brought Snow White. She is now safe. She's in his cottage that he shares with his father. She's actually sleeping on his bed and his father sleeps here. His father is not home yet, but he will be soon, and he's probably not gonna be too keen on a girl sleeping in Henry's bed, but you know, that's just how it goes. I love this oven, by the way. This is a CC oven and it is so cool. It looks like, it just kind of looks like a fireplace, but like it heats up and they just cook right on top of it, which is kind of cool. So yeah, he's just making some food. She is kind of getting some more Z's in. He's just letting her sleep out the rest of the curse in his home, which I think is the sweetest thing ever, that he didn't just leave her outside to get completely soaked in. So, you know, I feel like, oh my god, is he bringing it to her? No, he brought it to him damn self. He's hungry after a long day of saving damsels and what have you. So he's just gonna kind of wait it out until she is completely finished with her sleep. So how much longer does she have? She has quite a bit of sleep left to do, but I feel like we're gonna have her stay with Henry. I think she's gonna end up staying with him and helping out along on the farm. She has nowhere else really to go unless she goes back to Eve, which is not even really an option at this point. So we're just gonna leave Snow White here in his cottage, and I think they're gonna end up kind of getting together, maybe getting married someday. I'm not sure. Let me know if you wanna maybe see more of their story at some point. I'm not sure. I don't know if I want to keep going with Snow White. I just figured this was like a cute little mini storyline inside of our larger storyline. I do want to focus more on Romeo and Juliet moving forward. It's just I have so many characters that like I need at least one episode to dedicate to each of them because they are all so complex. So I think now that he's finished eating, he's just gonna go sit right next to her again and try and wait out the rest of her sleep. He is so irritated and tense because he's so angry that someone could do this to her. I mean, he honestly kind of fell for her the second that he met her. And oh, she is awake now. And oh, all right, just go on and hop on. Oh, she has to pee really badly. Oh, I don't think I ended up. Ooh, I didn't replace the toilet. I'm gonna add a toilet really quick before I leave this household. Does this work as a toilet? This is an outhouse. I don't even remember downloading this, but I wonder if this would actually work. If we just set it out right here. Does that actually work as a toilet? That would be amazing. Oh my God, it does. Yes. Okay. Oh, he actually does need to use it. So we'll let him use it and then we'll let her use it. That is so cool. I feel like with most of the houses that I'm gonna create, I'm gonna use this for the rest of them just because that is just so tight. The fact that I have a freaking outhouse, like I don't even know where I got that from or when. And my game is being really, really slow. So I think I'm going to end this episode very, very shortly. I don't know what she's doing. Oh, she's going over to the, no, girl, just go to this outhouse. It's fine. Just use that. It's good. It's all good, man. It's all good. Well, Snow White is officially saved and she is going to be doing her own thing, living with Prince Charming himself, aka Henry. So that's gonna be it for me today, you guys. I really, really hope that you guys all enjoyed. Please let me know if you did in the comments down below. I love when I get comments and likes. It just really makes my day. So if you would do that, I would really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. And hey, if you want to become one of my boos, please don't hesitate to subscribe. It's that beautiful little red button down below. And I will see you all in my very next video. Bye, loves. Mwah.